The Royal Castle. Once upon a time, in a beautiful kingdom, there lived a little prince who loved to laze around all day. He would spend his time sleeping and playing with his toys, never pausing to learn anything important. The king and queen were worried about their lazy son and decided to hire a wise tutor to teach the prince about responsibilities and the duties of a future king. The teacher arrived at the castle and started the first lesson. He taught the prince about the importance of education and how it would help him become a wise ruler one day. The tutor took the prince to the royal gardens to teach him about the different types of flowers and plants. The prince was interested and wanted to go back to his toys. Next, the tutor took the prince to the grand library, hoping to instill a love for books and knowledge. However, the books boring and couldn't wait to leave. In an attempt to show the prince to the lives of his subjects, the teacher took him to the new village. The prince was shocked to see the hard-working people and their simple lifestyles. They met a kind farmer who shared his wisdom with the prince. The farmer's words left a deep impact on the prince, but he still wasn't motivated to change. The king called for a council meeting and invited the prince to see how important decisions were made. The prince got impatient during the meeting and yawned repeatedly. The teacher expressed his concern to the king and queen about the prince's laziness, fearing it would lead to trouble in the future. The teacher came up with a plan to teach the prince a lesson. He disguised himself as a poor beggar and asked the prince for help while he was playing in the garden. The beggar asked the prince for food and water, but the prince shut him off, saying he was too busy with his toys. The beggar revealed his true identity as a teacher and scolded the prince for his laziness and lack of compassion. He told him that a good ruler must care for his people. The prince felt guilty and spent the night reflecting on his behavior. The next morning, the prince apologized to the teacher and promised to change his ways. The prince started waking up early and attending his lesson with enthusiasm. He learned about governing, economics, and how to be a kind and just ruler. The prince issued a ruler bequest to improve the lives of the villagers, providing them with better facilities and assistance. The prince befriended the children in the village and played with them, understanding the importance of unity and compassion. The king and queen was thrilled to see their son's transformation and decided to pay a surprise visit to the village to witness his efforts. The villagers organized a grand celebration to welcome the royal family. Showing their gratitude for the prince's kind deeds, the king and queen were immensely proud of their son and his newfound sense of responsibility. As years passed, the prince grew into a wise and just ruler, loved by his people. The Little Prince's stories of transformation become a famous tale in the kingdom, inspiring children to be responsible and compassionate. The teacher felt content seeing the prince's growth and knew his mission was successful. Under the prince's wise rule, the kingdom prospered and happiness reigned all around. They often went on outing to the village, spending time with the people and understanding their needs. The prince and his future queen raised their children to be responsible and caring, ensuring a bright future for the kingdom. And so the lazy little prince transformed into a wise and beloved ruler, leaving a legacy of kindness and compassion that lasted for generations.